when we look at visual arts where, you know, we put all the Impressionists together, Cubists together, all these different, we look back in the past now because we are so disconnected from those people, but they were all like grouped together as the same movement. When, you know, I'm sure there was people in that time, living during that time, that would not have liked them to be compared with. Hi, welcome back to Thirst Time. This video, I thought I would address a few things since I've been making commentary about the contemporary music scene. I've had some feedback from viewers, and it's been interesting because it gets me out of my own viewpoint and it allows me to see other viewpoints. I've done a couple of videos on Doja Cat. I did one on Kylie's new song, Padam. I've noticed myself, why am I necessarily comparing one artist with another? For example, you know, why have I said, like, for me in 2020, I was thinking, is it Doja Cat or is it Minogue the Stallion? Why does it have to be one and not the other? It's very, like, near impossible for me to think about, would I do that if it was men? Would I think, is it this one, is it that one? Why, for example, was I thinking, is it Doja Cat or is it Minogue the Stallion a few years back? Is because I love them both so much. I think as part of the human condition, we define things, and in saying that, it is kind of an easy way to describe something is what something else reminds you of. I mean, with Kylie's video Padam Padam, I recognize Hung Up vibes from that video, and it was just like one of some dance movements that kind of did it for me. Kylie has a lot of fans. Some thought it was a little bit erroneous, like an error to make those comparisons for whatever reason, whether it's unfair or whatnot. And to be honest, I got educated about looks that Kylie had done that pretty clearly inspired Madonna. Now, during my Padam Padam video, I made a point of saying it's not about who did it first, who invented something, because you don't invent a cowboy hat or a leotard. You choose to do it, and who sees you do it and you have the biggest success, people are going to look at you and say, you started this trend. But it's opened my eyes to the fact that a lot of this is subjective. So if I'm saying, there's a few images in the Kylie Minogue in my arms video where she's got quite pronounced and multicolored and defined eyeshadow makeup that reminded me of similar looks in the Madonna Hollywood video. Now, if I had seen, if I worked in the makeup industry, if I'd seen lots of visuals and I had so many different reference points, would I see the same comparison? Probably not, because my exposure would be so much larger. I really appreciate being shown other things, and I underestimated Kylie Minogue. I know Kylie Minogue is an institution. What I quite like about Kylie is I don't feel like she is as focused as Madonna on being relevant, or on trying to always change it up. And, you know, looking at things today, she looks like she's in a better position because she hasn't been trying as hard. I've never thought that Kylie was a try hard, and I kind of look at Madonna in the last 10 to 15 years, maybe let's say 10 years, my opinion, as a try hard, trying to be relevant. I thought in this video I would go a little bit further about, you know, this idea of copycats, other things that I've thought of. So I've kind of really been enjoying new Iggy Azalea. I heard about Iggy Azalea through university in a very condemning way because of her black scent. I remember I was having a conversation with someone, I'm like, oh, that Iggy Azalea, and the other person was getting defensive, and I'm like, well, let's see what she's done. I literally didn't know. I think everyone had heard in the back of their mind Fancy at one point or another, but I didn't know who she was. And her latest song was Mo Bounce. Yeah, it was an interesting video, very different from her era that made her really famous. Anyways, she had a song that came out called Savior, which I really enjoyed, the kind of reggae feel. She was on my radar at that point, and I've enjoyed her songs since then. So new Iggy, I would say, rather than, you know, the famous Iggy side. So I've seen essences of her videos in other videos, and now these are my points of point de repère, my points of reference. So that amazing Charli XCX song, The Good Ones, It has the red, like padam padam, but it has the red of the Sally Walker video. It has the funeral setting and scene of the Sally Walker video. The red, the funeral. When I saw the Charli XCX Good Ones video, I thought of the Sally Walker video. When I saw the idea behind the Saweetie song featuring Doja Cat, Best Friend, the essence of this best friend, and for me, my point of reference was from the Fuck It Up Sis song from Iggy Azalea. Do I think they're copycats? Well, did Lady Gaga copy that song Express Yourself from Madonna? Did Madonna copy Marlene Dietrich in her like Vogue video and things like that? You can argue it either way. Like, yeah, maybe, probably, partially. Like, we are kind of products of our environment. We are products of what we're exposed to. We're going to say, I like this, I like that, I want to do something like this. This is giving me an idea for that. Do we want to all try and obsessively try and be original and creative? Yeah, you can try, but my philosophy is I'm going to like it if I like it, regardless. I'm not going to say, well, this is great, but they didn't invent it, so I'm not going to listen to it or enjoy it. No. Potentially in future videos, I will continue to pit one artist against each other for a point of making a description or just explaining the way I see things. I guess we all do see things differently, and this is kind of like a way of saying thank you for sharing. So really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.